Hi. In this course, we'll explore techniques and the science behind them of rapport and what it's like to be in rapport with another person. Being in rapport with another person feels like a seamless connection where communication flows effortlessly. When in rapport, communication becomes more effective and relationships are strengthened. It's a powerful state that enhances both personal and professional interactions. So, developing techniques for creating rapid rapport will be important in all aspects of your life, and especially in a customer-facing situation. Whether on the phone or in person, we have a very short time to create a human connection with the person, to make them feel welcome, cared for, and supported. In this course, you will understand the components that carry your message to another person and techniques to optimize them. You'll begin to understand your own natural rapport language and how to recognize and adapt to the language preferences of others. You'll also discover unintended conversation bias and how to remove them from our conversations. Using this knowledge, you'll then be able to explore and introduce new rapport-building techniques of pacing, mirroring, and matching into your conversations. So let's begin. I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's not just a person's words that have impact on the other person. It's the way those words were spoken and the approach and behavior of the person using them. When in conversation, several key elements in the delivery of that communication can significantly impact how the message is received. Our body language plays a part, with nonverbal cues such as facial expressions, gestures and microgestures, posture, and eye contact all have an impact on the other person. The way you say something can be just as important as what you say. Tone of voice, including pitch, volume, and intonation, can convey emotions and attitudes. Then, of course, while body language and tone of voice are essential components of the message, the actual words used still matter. In fact, in the 1970s, Professor Albert Mehrabian of the University of California published his now well-known model to characterize human communication. His studies suggested that as human beings, we overwhelmingly deduce our impressions and feelings about a speaker based on their body language and tone of voice rather than the content of their speech. Mehrabian went further, suggesting that only 7% of personal communication relies on verbal communication or the actual words that are spoken. The remaining 93% lies in nonverbal communication, with 38% comprising tone of voice and 55% concerned with body language. These three essential elements, Mehrabian argues, account for how we convey our liking or disliking and trust of another person. And though Mehrabian himself has since made it clear that those percentages wouldn't apply in every conversational context, his particular focus was on the importance of such nonverbal clues when they appear to conflict with the words used and/or the tone in which they are spoken. His study focused more on communications that carried emotion or attitude, and the professor was interested in explaining why some communications are received better than others, even though the words used might be the same. For example, a doctor may be presenting the results of a clinical test to a patient, expressing good news with a frown and a cautious tone of voice. The good news in the words the doctor uses may then be overshadowed by the body language and tone. So, how does this apply to conversations we have? And how can we ensure our conversations carry authenticity? Over this course, we'll be looking at how we can optimize our communications by ensuring that our body language and tone are aligned and congruent with the words. Ensuring that your body language, tone of voice, and words are aligned and consistent is vital for effective communication. Incongruence can lead to misunderstandings and mistrust. So let's dive in, and we'll begin with body language.